So, it's a new year, and the View ladies are back talking about politics again. How do you guys feel about the View ladies? Let me know y'all thoughts about them down in the comments below. I have my opinions on them, and obviously, this show's not for me, but I am glad that we have this show because we get to review it here on this channel, and they seem to bring in the views, and that's why we review them. Apparently, they think that American kids are not smart enough, and they have some words to say to Vivek Ramaswamy about his take on the H1B visas. I believe that's what it's called, and why they should be hiring outside of the country intelligent people on these visas and having them work for American companies. Well, anyways, let's tune into the video, see what these ladies have to say.
I wanted to, not my favorite person, but I wanted to clarify what Vivek Ramaswamy said. He said, this is not about an innate American IQ deficit. He's not saying Americans aren't as bright. He's saying that there are so many people around the globe who are prioritizing fields that we just do not encourage our kids and especially our young girls to get into. And we need to. We need more women in STEM because that is the future. All jobs are shifting. They're shifting to AI. They're shifting
Vivek,
to technology.
I'm just going to say, Vivek, that's what you should have said, because what came out and the way that I took it, because I heard it when they first said it, and I was a little annoyed with them, because listen, you painted us with one brush. Don't do that. It is not a cultural thing, because not everybody prioritizes that. People who don't have access to the kinds of jobs that they want to have, their priority is to figure out, how do I find the best job I can get? People who are prioritizing differently from big city people, you know, it's a different thing. So please don't paint us all with the same swatch.
What I'm struck with is that Trump ran on, let's get all the immigrants out of the country so that Americans can get the jobs. And now they're saying, oh, sorry, you can't do the job.
Right.
Trump, so whatever.
Yeah.
I know it's specific.
Well, that's why the divide is there.
Yeah, but
He did not say that Americans cannot do the job. He said it would help Americans if they had the best people, regardless of race, gender, or nationality, the best people working for America, whether they're from India, whether from China, whether they're from Russia, or whatever. As long as they're the best and the most intelligent person. And think about it. There's so many immigrants, so many professional people that have created companies that were not born in the United States of America, but they created companies in the United States of America, and they are thriving and they're contributing to the American economy, the American taxes, all types of stuff. I don't know what's so hard to understand about that. All right. Now, yes, he is trying to deal with immigration also. He's trying to make sure that our border is secure. He's trying to make sure that the illegal immigrations and the criminal immigrants are taken care of respectfully. I don't think, and never has he ever said, that he has a problem with immigration, period. Because clearly he doesn't have a problem with it. Elon Musk is an immigrant. Vivek Ramaswamy is an immigrant. A lot of the people on Trump's team are immigrants. That support him are immigrants. And they're not people that are out here doing egregious stuff and need to be deported. They're people that are actually contributing. And that's all that he's saying. But let's continue.
the lie was that we're going to get rid of the immigrants so that you will have more jobs.
The
and now they're
taking
saying you
it's
can't.
A little
and
more
remember
complex
when
than
Trump said he loves the poorly educated. Well, give the poorly educated the jobs then.
It's a little more broad than that, because it's been a long-held Republican position that we support high-skilled labor coming into the U.S.
I feel like this woman is like, she's the only one that has an actual like good take. Sometimes she's outrageous too, don't get me wrong. But most of the time she's actually saying something that, like, you can be like, yeah, that makes sense. Like, okay. Like, she's not out here just off the boat like the rest of these other, the whole rest of the cast that just says egregious stuff and, you know, no facts, no research, just feelings. That's all. But she actually is coming with some type of facts sometimes, which I actually appreciate, because nobody else is trying to do it on The View. And it's ridiculous, bro. Come on, like, this is 2025. Let's get it together. Let's get it together.
US, but we think that we want to prioritize American jobs. If you keep the Silicon Valleys and these rising emerging technology industries building out their companies here, that is more jobs for Americans. But that's down the road. But that sometimes means you need engineers from elsewhere coming in.
Why can't
and in the national defense
United
space.
States? I think they should.
We do have engineers in the United States. Obviously. What is wrong with engineers in the United States working with engineers outside of the United States, collabing together to create even more powerful businesses? That's the part that y'all are failing to understand. They're not taking away American jobs. They're just improving American jobs. Americans still have the same opportunities to fight for that same position that everybody else is fighting for.
Why can't what they pay them? I think equalize the pay. It should not be you have an American worker and someone coming in on a visa and you can get them to work for less. I don't agree with that. But if you are bringing in the best and most qualified, I agree they should come from anywhere.
But you can't legislate how much people are going to make.
I just don't understand the notion that we cannot educate our communities enough to qualify.
You can do both
at
at the same time. That's a massive overhaul. We score so low across this globe for 1,000 reasons. We don't pay teachers. We don't have supplies. We don't have school buildings.
That.
Agreed, but you have to do both at the same time because the country, the world is moving.
There's also a national security imperative, not to make it like too highfalutin, but that is the biggest thing. We want to be able to compete with China now. We can't wait till 20 years from now to fix our education system.
You know, we've been saying we need education for everybody.
Yeah. And
when
free
you're
education.
picking and choosing who gets educated in this country, how well they get educated, there's a problem. Because if you're not looking at your schools as one big group of education, if you're not going to do that and you're going to say, no, we're not going to give money over here or we're going to give money over here, then you have a problem.
No, man. This is the part I disagree with that. There should be a standard to get into certain schools. If you expect excellence, not everybody can go into that school. You have to be the excellence to go into that school. Now, if you're in a public school, which public school is free, and it's hard to teach publicly because, you know, public schools is all the systems and all that stuff, the teachers, they go through a lot in public schools. So it's very easy for them to get up here and say, oh, free education, that's the answer. No, that's not the only answer. It's not about just free education. It's about proper education. It's about the actual student knowing and learning and being able to learn. There's a lot that goes into it. It's not just, oh, yeah, just give everybody free education and let it run wild. No, the student still has to be put to the test. They still have to go up there and finish and read and study and be smart and do good in school, or else they're going to end up like everybody else. And another thing is, a lady in the pink shirt, she said this: immigrants should not be coming over here and getting American jobs and working for less. Well, ma'am, they should not be. But they are, because Americans don't want to do certain jobs. I work at a nice, prestigious hospital. A whole lot of Americans are working there. They're working as nurses, doctors, surgeons, front desk people. I look around, every position is filled with Americans, except the housekeeping. The housekeeping is filled with a bunch of immigrants. They're from all over the world. And they're doing the job, getting paid to do the job. And you know what you don't ever hear them do? Is complain. They do not complain. Now, if you put an American or someone that was born in America to do a housekeeping job, you will see the difference in work ethic. You will see the difference in attitude towards their job. And you'll most likely want to see, they'll want to see the difference in pay. They're going to ask for more for sure than an immigrant that just came here that's looking to get their foot into the door anyhow they can, any way they can. Americans don't want to clean toilets. They don't want to sweep floors. They don't want to do the hard jobs. But immigrants are coming in and doing them. And y'all want to stop that? We will have a filthy, and I'm not just saying that immigrants are the only ones that can clean, because we all know Americans can do it. They just choose not to. They want to be doing other stuff. So if they are willingly coming here and doing the job that Americans don't want to do, why do you want to stop that? Why do you want to stop that? I think we should just let it happen. I think that give them the job. Give them the job, come here, work hard, do what you got to do. Nobody's going to bother you. Become a citizen because you've worked here, you've done your time. Nobody's going to bother you. And don't be mad when they start going to school and start learning more English and more English, and their sons and daughters are born here and they do the same. It's a cycle. It's a cycle. It's a cycle. Y'all, even on this panel, not all of y'all are born in America. Some of y'all are immigrants. So I don't know what the point of that was. I don't know what's y'all point. What is y'all point? Immigration is a thing that's going to happen. Whether Trump likes it or not, whether Kamala likes it or not, whether these View ladies likes it or not, whether I like it or not. But controlled and organized immigration is what everyone is looking for, I believe. And if I'm wrong, let me know in the comments down below. Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate y'all for viewing. Make sure you guys leave a like, hit that subscribe button if y'all are new. Until next time, man, hit those comments down below. Hit that comment section. Peace.